What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Jonathan Little, over at the I-70 Podcast. We like to give a special shout out to our people over at G-Town Auto Body Shop. Has your car been in a wreck lately? Do you need any repaint work done? Do you need any work done on your car? Please hit my people up over at G-Town Auto Body Shop out in Dutton, Missouri. Tell them I-70 Podcast and John sent you. First and foremost, let me get this off my chest real quick. I put $20 in my tank, didn't even get me to half. Listen, I don't know what need to be done, Mark. I was just on my way to work. I was about to run out of gas. I should have got it last night, y'all. I was very responsible. Y'all know how it be. Sometimes you just go to bed.
It never works.
It never works.
It never works. Don't believe yourself.
Yeah, don't believe
Tails.
yourself. So I had a little 20 in my pocket. I'm like, here, you know what? Boom, because I'm in a rush here. I'm thinking it's going to at least throw me the hat. No, sir. Listen, so let's get this gas price stuff together, man, because it's getting rough on your boy, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to go spend 60 ball every time I want to fill up my tank, man. That's not what I need to be doing, man. So look, God bless everybody trying to keep your gas tank full. Shout out to everybody who, transitioned over to a bike, a scooter, you know what I mean? Bicycle.
Pop the mobile.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Get you some skates, get something. Get you a skateboard, all kind of stuff, man, because it's rough out here. Now listen. I hope y'all ain't ready. I hope y'all ready for another amazing episode of I-70 Podcast, okay? This is finna be revolved around nothing but good vibes, you know what I mean? All type of experiences, events, and things of that nature. I got Mark in the building, the East Side. Jakey Flakey said he's gonna be here a little later. Now, let's get right into it. You ready?
I'm ready.
Mark, you ready? All right, let's do this. Podcast. It is your boy, Jonathan Little, a.k.a. John. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, man. Tap into what I got going on. This is the I-70 Podcast, where we bring the world together one episode at a time. That's right. And then first and foremost, we like to give a shout out to our sponsor. Shout out to G-Town Auto Body Shop out there in Belton, Missouri. They canvassing the whole greater Kansas City area. So don't think just because they're in Belton that you can't get, some work done. If you need precision work, you've been in an accident, anything, hit my people up over at G-Town Auto Body Shop. Tell them John sent you. Now listen, the guest I got into the building today, listen, if you are a local, if you are visiting KC, follow this woman on her IG, because she lays out everything you need to have a good time here in Kansas City. They call her the B-roll queen. Yeah, that's what I seen, doing my due diligence. You understand what I'm saying? Content creator, entrepreneur, none other than Amanda Pena is in the building. How you doing, love?
I am doing good. How are you?
I'm doing all right. Thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you so much for having me.
Now, one thing I want to ask, because we were just talking about ChatGPT, okay? Mm-hmm. Now, and from what you were just telling me, and Mark and Esai was telling me, they have programs where they can catch the babies trying to cheat in school when it comes to ChatGPT.
Right.
Kids, we got to do better. We got to do better. But now, how important is ChatGPT, in your opinion, to creators? And I won't even say students, but just content creators, because we are trying to find captions and things like that.
I think that it's really important. Okay. I mean, I would say for me as a creator, right, I work a full-time gig.
Yes.
Being a creator, influencer, that sort of thing, it's a full-time gig at this point in time. I'm editing in the morning, I'm editing after work, I'm editing in my car, I'm editing on the weekends. Mm-hmm. So I like to write. For me, I do use AI or ChatGPT. I like to write, and then I like it to help me clean it up. I want to be able to make sure that I'm presenting the information that the business is needing,
yes,
or what they're wanting, or the message that I'm trying to portray. But I think that people are getting a little bit lazy with it, and now you can tell that everybody's using it. But I'm going to say this one thing.
Okay.
Listen, stop using AI to create your flyers for your events. Everybody knows it. Everybody sees it. It looks terrible. Some of these people be having 6 fingers. Faces be looking kind of weird. So that's where I think that's going a little bit too far. As far as that goes.
And I wouldn't call them being lazy, but it's just, do you think that's just them trying to cut corners a little bit? I guess
I do think so. I do think so. And I know that there's a lot of businesses where it's one-man shop, two-man people. They're just trying to get social media is the TV of the world. And I'm telling you, it's probably going to change. I've only been a creator, I guess, professionally for a little over a year. It's going to change.
Yes.
It's going to change. But right now, especially with Kansas City on the map, if businesses are not using creators, that's just an additional extension of marketing for them. Yep. And it's a different view. It's a different way. And when people are coming to town this summer, that's going to be a way for them to search on what to do and where to go in the city.
Yes.
But as far as these AI flyers, I mean, I know several creators that are like, let's just sit down with everybody and show them how to get the free version of Canva, put a few things in there, use a template. But when everybody's content or flyers are looking the same, it's also making it seem like maybe if they're cutting corners here, that what they're offering or what their services might be a little bit cheap.
Mm-hmm. But at this point, it's 2026 and AI is in full go. Mm-hmm. Can we get away from that? You know what I mean? Will it get worse before it get, I don't want to say better, but you know what I mean? Will people use it more
I mean, my first question is going to be, is this really you? Or is this an AI version of John?
That's a good This is the real. Look, I'm glad she asked. This is the real thing. Listen, I'm going to tell you how you're going to know if John went AI. If I stop saying Mark, if I stop saying words like goddamn me and stuff like that, if the St. Louis lingo leaves me, that's when you know it's AI. Yeah. Like if I start using KC slang, the Eastside Marketing did something to, generate a new show or something like that. That's when you know it's AI, man. It's always, man, I'm authentic. And I'm going to say this. I mess up. AI is like perfection.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. You ever listen to it? You ever had to talk to you?
Yes.
Has it ever been like, because, you as John could be like, man, I don't really know. I kind of messed up on this podcast. Yes. We weren't really feeling each other. Yeah. Like, the chemistry wasn't there. And AI will come back and be like, John, listen. Yeah. You're an amazing, amazing podcast host.
I know what I
Never
saw.
Take that away. And you're like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, hype me up.
Yeah, no, listen, first of all, and it's getting dangerous. Man, they make it a little dangerous for AI because people may be using that as validation.
Dating. Oh, you don't think people are typing in? I mean, if you're on Bumble, listen, I met my boyfriend on Bumble 7 years ago, would never go back to online dating. But
it worked for you though, man.
I just won't ever do it again.
Okay, got you.
Because guess what? AI is going to come into the mix. First of all, people used to complain about in dating about people and they're not looking like their pictures, right? Yes. The whole catfishing thing.
Yeah.
It's gotten even worse because people are using AI in their photos. Yeah. And now people are using it to speak. So they're like, hey, I want to holler at this girl. I want to talk to this man and be like, this is what I do. I'm an amazing. Can you make me sound interesting? Yeah. Can you make me sound attractive? This guy is really into sports. Can you make it seem like I'm into sports?
Right.
That's what's going to be happening with communication. Fuck that. Can I say that? Fuck that.
Yeah,
no.
Fuck that. Yeah, you can say that, man. Fuck that.
No.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. I'm old school with mine, y'all. Y'all know John. I find my women outside. You know what I mean? Little Family Dollar, little stuff like that. But listen, what I'm saying is, Mark, am I finna have to start competing with AI to get my women? Because listen, I already got it tough enough. You know what I mean? Now I got to start competing with, intelligence, artificial intelligence to get my women. That's not right. And then ladies, please listen, don't use AI to come talk to John because I'm going to ruin the whole thing. I'm going to have ChatGPT crashing. ChatGPT, I just don't know how to answer that. I don't know how to catch up to that pimping. It's cool. Y'all just don't use ChatGPT or none of that. You know what I mean? But y'all stay safe out there. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to go on a date with somebody and it's AI. And I mean, AI
and
can
then they speak and you're like, this language.
Yeah.
it's not sounding the same. No, but I mean, I think in a creator world, obviously everybody is going to utilize it. You Google something, Gemini's popping up, right?
For sure.
Gemini's popping up. I just think that everybody needs to be careful about it. And I do think that it takes a little bit of the authenticity away.
Yes.
It's helpful. I think you should use it as a tool. At my work, we are even utilizing ChatGPT, or not ChatGPT, but some form of AI, and they want it to sound a certain way. But everybody needs to remember it's collecting all this information. So when you're using ChatGPT, it's taking all the information that everybody's been putting into it, right? It's collecting that. That's why everybody's starting to sound the same because you're like, hey, can you tell someone about this restaurant?
Right.
It's going to take what other people have been saying about this restaurant. And that's why everybody's starting to say the same or sound the same and the same words are coming out. So you just have to be careful. I mean, I come across it too, but use it as a tool.
Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you, I don't use it that much, but I will say I like it for like, let's say I have a plan in my head. And I'm like, okay, give me like a 30-day something.
Yes.
I enjoy doing that.
Me too.
On ChatGPT because I won't follow it to a T. It's some things I'm going to take out. Like, I'm definitely not doing that. But okay, I like this. Let me put that to my own thing. It's definitely helpful though. Like my dog put me on Eastside. He put me on to it, I'm going to say about a year ago. And I
thought you were talking about your real dog. I was like, damn, dogs are out here using it.
Shout out to my dog Capone, man. He might, you know what I'm saying? Because my baby's a genius. You know what I mean? He's 10 years old. He's not like y'all dogs. You know what I mean? Y'all dogs.
Well, he's using ChatGPT.
You know what I mean?
So.
Listen, y'all dogs be pissing everywhere. You understand what I'm saying? Unruly. Trust me, y'all live in Johnson County. When they see me coming, they want to act like my pit bull is, just this terror. No, baby, get this little ass ankle bite off the sidewalk. He just pissed all on the front door and you didn't clean up your shit from last week in the hallway. Don't blame my baby, you know what I'm saying? My dog is trained 10 years in, you know what I mean? We've been around the world. Listen, look, let me get into this. Content creator grind, right? Because, how long have you been doing content creation? Let me ask you.
A little over a year. So I would say almost a year and a half.
Okay. So, and then in a year and a half in content creation, what is a obstacle that you've had to overcome just in your journey? And when it comes to content creation?
I would say that a lot of businesses are looking at follower numbers.
Okay, yes, ma'am.
And I think that they see follower numbers below a certain number and they don't think that that's going to be relevant.
Yes, ma'am.
They don't think that you're going to get much reach. But I'm here to cheer on, preach all about the micro influencers. Now, listen,
I like that.
the bigger creators out there, they have done their work.
Yes.
They have paved ways. They have put in work. They have worked with businesses. And a lot of them, this is what they do to make money. And kudos to them. I couldn't be doing what I am doing without them.
Right.
But a lot of the micro influencers, however you want to claim that as far as number of followers go, a lot of them have had this organic reach to their actual people, their people in their community, their family, like people that they've come across in networking and everything else. And so they're talking to real people. And those are the people that are getting more reach. Those are the people that are like, hey, come to my community, try this place out, go to this event, helping create community within themselves. And I think that it's so valuable right now.
And because I mean, you be everywhere. I was all on your IG, baby. You be everywhere. Boy, she be at every event, and the good ones too. You know what I mean? Like it definitely seems like the events you go to are the events where people are pushing, the needle forward and really trying to network on a real level. Y'all know John do his due diligence. You know what I mean? And I want to piggyback off what you just said because I run into that with podcasters.
Okay.
Right. It's certain people in the city I'll reach out to try to get them on the podcast because I don't have a certain amount of numbers. And one of three things happen. They'll either agree to come on and it just won't show up. I call it ghosting, if you will.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That happens.
Man, you get ghosted?
Oh, hell
in the
yeah.
podcast
Yeah.
world?
Oh, absolutely.
Aww.
Absolutely.
But that's not good.
Yeah. But you want to know what? I guess it's part of the journey. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, that's what would transpire because of the following or what have you. It'll be either they ghost me, they'll say they're going to come and then cancel last minute, like Friday or the morning of. Or, you know what I mean? They'll, give an excuse or, it just get weird. So basically what I'm trying to get at is the following numbers definitely affects people outside of, just straight content creation, like us podcasters with platforms. If you don't have a certain amount of followers, people feel like they could treat you a certain way.
But you also got to
way.
think about the saturation. I know you've talked about podcasts. There is a saturation of content creators out there, and there's a saturation of podcasts out there.
For sure.
So I think in this world right now, you have to think about how are you making yourself shiny, right?
Yeah, I heard that.
How are you making yourself stand out outside of there? And for me, I have done really great work. It's not just the networking. It's also getting to know the business owners. It's also cheering people on afterwards. It's actually diving in and remembering why I did this in the first place. And that's because I wanted to influence people and tell people to go somewhere. I'm from a small town in Southwest Kansas. There's people that travel up this way for games. There's people that travel up this way for a vacation. I get messages that people are asking me, well, where do I go? I'm going to be staying near here. What's something fun that me and my girlfriends can do? And so I've always naturally been that person to go to. And so why not use a platform to share about it? And also I've met some really amazing things. I'm in my 40s. Yes, I know it's really, really hard to tell.
There you go. That's what I'm talking about.
Those Mexican jeans.
Yeah, don't say none of them. They young bucks. They call me old up in here. Fuck them, man. You know what I'm saying? The hell with them.
I'm just seeing some crow's feet over there.
Yeah.
Listen. Brown don't frown, black don't crack, right? Is that what they're saying?
I'm saying.
And I just heard one today because it's AHPI month. Asian don't raisin.
Oh,
That's a new one that I just heard.
That is a new one.
Well, what do the white people have?
And listen,
And I'm half white, so I'm okay. Like, let's go.
See that? Look. You know what I'm saying? She can say what she want to say. You know what I mean? And I can just be like this. White people, y'all can get y'all one too. Just think a little harder. You know what I mean? Just find something. Y'all got something. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh, what were we just saying?
Look, that's when the conversation's getting good. You know what I mean? But
talking about content and that sort of thing. But I just want to make sure that I'm remembering why I did it.
Yes.
I'm trying to influence, but also promote some of these businesses because me, like a content creator, trying to promote myself, I'm trying to keep that in mind.
Yes.
So for you as a podcast, like, okay, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to give some opinions about this.
Okay, talk to me.
So first of all, Dennis is the one who recommended you. I've met
Shout
him
out my dog.
Yeah, several times through the Latino content creator message group that we have. I'm sure you've met Jose with like Interrupt and that sort of thing. But his mom is a badass too. I just met her.
I had her on as well.
I know.
Oh,
and
that's
so
right.
that's the one that I watched. And so it was so amazing that he recommended me. And so I'm like over here, I'm like, well, if he's recommending, so first of all, recommendation, right? Word of mouth. That's always going to be a very, very important role in what comes, even what I do, right? A business is going to talk to another business that's going to talk to another business. So I went on. I think your production is really well. When I was going through your socials, I was like, okay, the production's really good. The lighting's really good. Like I would have never known this is in a cigar shop, right? So
the shop cigar lounge.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, like it made me, I've never been on a podcast to where I'm sitting there with somebody. This is my first in-person podcast.
Can I get a hand clap,
So
please?
yes,
You know what I mean?
so I was like really excited about this. I went on and listened to the one with Dennis. I thought it was good. I think you throw some swag in there. I think you have some charisma. I think you have some character. And so it made it seem like it was going to be fun for me to be on there. So I'm on the board for the Next Page Foundation. I don't know if you know that.
Yeah.
They, assist with kids and adults, young adults in our community in the creative world and just giving them opportunities. And Elena Page is absolutely amazing. But they were like, what do you got going on? I went and helped interview kids for this creative camp.
I know that's right.
And it was so amazing. These little kids are saying they want to go to camp, they want to dance, they want to see their friends. And they were like, well, what do you got going on? I was like, well, I think I'm on a podcast.
So, man, you talking dirty on your boy, huh?
But I am so excited. No, this is awesome. And congratulations to you for being on a stage.
Thank you.
I get to say I was on this podcast and that you're now a part of this like whole mix. And I think it's so odd. I think you're right that more people aren't into it and about it. 4 years. We've had 4 years to be excited.
Yep.
Also, we've had 4 years to get our construction and our roads and everything else that's going on. I am so tired of the one lanes in this. Can we just a minute?
Yeah, it's bad.
You got gas prices, and now I'm wasting gas because I'm having to wait behind you because there's construction.
You got to go around.
What is going on?
It's crazy.
It's like I'm going to the barbecue, and someone forgot that the barbecue was happening, and they are just starting on the barbecue.
Yeah. I mean, it's listen, and you can see the city rushing.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You can see the city like hurrying up, trying to, get it together. And it's like, now it's a little too late for all that. And it's funny because once again, even out in Johnson County, you see the 1-lane roads and everything popping up on Woodland. I just told y'all where I live at. But you get what I mean though. It's like we had enough time to get ready. We here now. All that construction y'all trying to do, hey man, give it up. You know what I mean? Because
like, what is it that you're gonna make better with this one? You painting some lines? You're just making sure?
I don't
Nobody's
get it.
I don't know. It's crazy.
I think the transportation gonna be crazy. Wherever what they having it at? Where is the fan festival? It's at the Memorial.
World War, the World War I museum.
It's still all 1 lanes down those roads.
Because did you go to like the Royals Parade? Did you go? Yeah.
Yeah.
To think that on a more, is it? I don't even know what to be expecting.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, now what do you expect? Because I mean, it's Kansas City though, so people will come out late. If the locals come out, it'll be a crazy event.
I know.
But if the locals stay inside,
will people, okay, you heard Chiefs. I think no matter who you are, even if you're not a football fan, it's the Chiefs, right?
Yes.
People have lived and died by the Chiefs or whatever team you support.
Yes.
Do people know enough about soccer or understand that this is a global situation?
Now listen, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to y'all and say that I'm a super soccer fan. Excuse me, football fan. You understand what I'm saying?
Football,
You know
ready,
what I mean?
goal at the same time.
You know what I
Ready?
mean? No
1,
football
2, 3,
Americano.
goal.
Football, you know what I mean? I'm not a huge fan of, yes, I know the huge names. I know the main guys and things like that because I love sports. So, of course, I've watched my fair share of World Cups, you know what I mean? The Olympics, all that type of stuff. So I'm not even going to say, I'll say I'm a casual football fan, but I understand the magnitude and how big the World Cup is globally. What you got, Marky Mark?
Well, it's funny you say that because I think that Kansas City actually does respect soccer more than most places in the United States.
Okay.
I'll say that because one, Sporting KC.
Yes, absolutely.
One of the bigger ones
Yes.
in America, as well as now the current.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
We
Shout
built
out
the
to Casey
stadium,
Curry.
one of the first new women's stadiums in the last, however long. And then, everybody watches Ted Lasso. Everybody's got homegrown Jason Sudeikis from here.
Okay, Mark. Talk about it, bro. That's what I'm talking about, right? Yeah. We well versed over here at I-70 Podcast. What you want to talk about? You want to talk about business, soccer? What you want to talk about? Go ahead, Mark. I'm sorry, baby.
Well, just a lot of attention, ironically, of soccer is now coming to Kansas City. I mean, Patrick Mahomes, everybody associates Patrick Mahomes with Kansas City, and Patrick Mahomes is associated with current KC.
Because he helped build it, right?
He did, yeah. He's a part owner.
Yes.
So it's all leading towards it. I'm pretty sure all of that was in combination that led them to picking Kansas City as a spot. Plus,
Well,
it being in
shout
the
out
middle
Mahomes,
of
boy.
America.
No,
so.
I think you're right too. And I will say, even though when I moved here, I never knew that soccer was such a thing in youth sports. We didn't have soccer, not in high school where I'm from.
Yeah.
And so when I came here and saw all these fields on fields on fields on fields, and I was like, what is going on? The club ball, what parents are putting into it. And it's not just all sports, but the soccer specifically. I can't believe it. Like it's outstanding.
Well, actually, I have another point too,
Go ahead, Mark.
because like for us, we know large Hispanic population in Kansas City. I mean,
Huge, goddamn! If you ain't never been here,
Yeah.
massive.
Are
Go
you
ahead.
eating any tacos?
Yeah, basically follow the train tracks across the United States, and that's probably where the biggest locations of soccer is, because that's where all the Mexicans follow.
Right.
They follow the trains.
Yeah.
I mean, we live on train tracks too, Mark. We right there with y'all, baby. You know
Yeah,
what
but I mean,
You grew up where?
I'm from St. Louis.
Oh. Okay.
What's Puerto Rican? You know what I mean? Look, me, I
Colombia.
Español. You know what I mean? It's all good, bro. It's all good, bro. You know what I mean? Thank you for that, Marky Mark. Now, yeah, but back to what we said, and I don't want to leave that point because, I like I said before, I think it's odd that if you call yourself a creator, if you are a business owner, why wouldn't you try to capitalize on something like this? You know what I mean? Because we all know that social media and content creation is important now, right? So I feel like no matter what you do, you should be trying something during the World Cup. I mean, even if you're a brand owner, you have your own clothing brand, make you some World Cup t-shirts. You can, I missed the World Cup. You can sell them for $30 a pop. You got them made for $5. You know what I mean? It's something. You know what I mean? So I just feel like a lot of individuals aren't as excited, I guess, as I am and as you are that the World Cup is coming to KC, because I don't know the next time I'll be able to participate in a international event.
I agree too.
You know what I mean?
But I think that shows you the difference between like people and the excitement that people have, because some people just are not about that. They don't care. They live in a little box, even in like a bigger city.
Yes.
So I think it's important. We're driving it though. The people like you and I and the business
ma'am.
owners. Also, I think some business owners got a little bit burned from the draft.
Oh, okay.
Because I think that the city was like, come on, staff up, build up, more product. You're going to be getting just crazy. And nobody really left that little area around like Union Station and like all of that. And so all these businesses, they put a lot of effort and money into it. And I think that they're nervous. I think that they're nervous about that. So I've heard people like down near the plaza saying that. I've heard people, you know, businesses obviously out in the suburbs, they're like, we're not going crazy. We're doing something, but we're thinking more of like a festival, local kind of situation. Yeah. We're not expecting a bunch of people from out of town to come out here. So I think there's going to be a surprise either way.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Like I said before, and like I'll end it with, I believe this. If the KC locals come out and engage
to play,
it'll be an amazing event. You know what I mean? Granted, I think it'll be amazing regardless, bro. But truthfully, if KC comes out and show how, you know what I mean? Because once again, y'all been here 7-8 years now at this point. KC is a dope place. You know what I mean? And you know, it just is a lot of hidden gems. But if the city don't come out to show the world, hey, this is what y'all missing here in Kansas City, you know what I mean? And the surrounding areas, Olathe, the Lee Summers, all the surrounding areas, not just Kansas City as a whole. You know, I just wish everybody could be able to participate in this big thing, because I mean, it's coming, you know, because John gonna be down there, you know, doing what I do, you know what I mean? Networking.
What is that? What, networking.
Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, but listen, I'm glad you asked that.
I'm trying to figure out what you do.
Everything. You know what I mean? Listen, this is what I always tell people when people ask me what I do. Some of this, some of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Esau, you know what I'm saying, baby? Some of this, some of that.
Well, if you want to know more of this and that, make sure you're following me, and I'll be showing you.
There you go.
What's going on.
What you got, Esau, bro? What you got, baby?
You might have it in the notes already.
Okay.
But it kind of is in conjunction with this.
Go ahead.
The 23-hour nightlife.
No, I didn't. Thank you, bro.
Is it 23? Didn't Lucas,
So
he shortened it?
They're trying to shorten it, but
To
the
3?
state mandate is that they are allowed to stay open.
Till 3 a.m.
No,
it's like,
than, it's
5 or something like that. It's like 7
hours.
to 5.
I'm definitely going to party.
Yeah.
What are you going to be doing at 3 a.m?
No,
Ho, Amanda, you are.
If there's all these people from out of town and they're kicking it, it's probably going to be a good time.
Right.
It's gonna be a great time.
Not every day, but you know.
I think so too, especially around game, around
Oh,
matches.
for sure.
Yeah,
I'll be down
like
there
and all of
wilding.
that.
Yeah.
I think week 1 is going to be the indicator, though.
Yeah.
Well, opening day, I should
There's
say.
some business
Opening
owners mad about it though.
Mad
World
about
Cup?
what?
Mad about the 23 hours.
That they can't, or that they?
Yeah, because they're saying they're going to have to.
Do they have
You
to
don't have
do
to do
it?
it.
They said
You don't have to.
Okay, but they said if they do it, it's going to cost them like hundreds of thousands.
Then don't do it.
Yeah.
Just don't do it.
I don't really. I mean, nobody
think
is
you
over
lose
at
out on
freaking, some small bar at Tanner's
Right.
in
Yeah,
West Olathe or West Shawnee,
Yeah.
kicking it till 5 o'clock in the morning. Now, your Westports, your Crossroads,
Yeah.
I
your
won't be
Power
attending.
and Lights.
Oh, that was
I
another
think
thing,
you
the
Waldo
security.
maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They got to up security for
Well, for shit, but it's the World Cup though. You know what them folks finna do for the World Cup?
Yeah, but
security
23
wise.
hours is going to be crazy.
Man, they finna look. It's all overtime, man. They finna make sure this the World Cup, man. Man, Lucas ain't finna let KC look bad during the World Cup.
I know. Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Complaining before it starts.
yeah. But I mean, I mean, you made an amazing point. I think a lot of people though definitely got burned from the draft, and I can see that, man, because. You paying extra staff, and that's money out your pocket, and then now you don't trust the situation. So maybe that's what it turns to. Maybe people wait to see.
I think they are.
Maybe we may not see the full swing of the World Cup until maybe week 2 or something like that, because people may just be like, no, we want to see if.
I think they're looking at flight schedules. I think they're looking at hotels. I do think that the one thing that I've kind of noticed and seen is that all of the visits, all of the tourisms between even let's say Lenexa and all of them, it doesn't seem like everybody's been on the same page.
Right.
I feel like everybody should have been on the same page, and we should have been like a collective, how are we doing this and growing this and everything together. I just feel like every time I come across someone's like, well, we finally found out about this, or oh, we just heard about that, or nope, we haven't really talked to them. I'm like, you're telling me Olathe's not talking to Miriam? I don't know. I'm just throwing some names out there, or even Lee Summit, or, Belton, or whatever. You're telling me you guys aren't all talking? You guys could have been getting major, crazy reach if you guys would have been collabing. This is a year of collaboration, right? 2026. You already got World Cup coming here. That's a collaboration.
Yes.
We need to be following the leads of businesses like Made Mob, Cafe Corazon, Cafe, who are sitting there collabing with businesses and getting that additional reach and getting that additional exposure and working within our people and showing the cultures and everything of Kansas City. Why aren't we doing that all together?
Listen, first of all, shout out to my girl Dose. I had her on the podcast as well.
I love her.
Yeah, she did her episode as well. Shout out to my girl. First of all, amazing what you got going on over there.
She's
doing
winning.
You. Yeah, keep doing your thing. You know what I mean? Now, let me ask you this question. If you could title this chapter of your life, what would you title it? And if you need some time, you need me to go first, I'll go
Oh
first.
my gosh. Yes, you go first.
Okay, I got it.
Talks too much. Is that what you're going to say?
Hell no. Listen, I'm a yapper too. You know what I mean? I love this. You know what I mean? I took over the episode. I ain't really have to say too much.
Sorry.
No, hell no. Because I'm going to be honest with y'all before I say what I got to say. These are the type of guests Mark, you know I'm going to get into it. These are the type of guests I need, bro. I need yappers. I need extroverted extroverts. Is that what you said earlier?
Extroverted extrovert.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I need that, man. That's what make podcasting fun. I hate trying to drag your ass through the episode for an hour. Goddamn it, talk. Sorry. You know what I mean?
You don't got to worry about that.
I had to get that out of my system. You know what I mean? But no, just honestly speaking, it's like what was I just saying to you? See, y'all get me out of my body? Thank you. For me, I would say the title for this chapter of my life is fearlessness. Because for too long, I always thought I was fearless and trying to go for what I want out of life. But I realized for a long time I was scared to see what I'm made of. You know what I mean? I believe that it's like a quote in one of my favorite movies, Coach Carter with Samuel Jackson, where one of the students stood up and he was like, our biggest fear is that we are inadequate. You know what I mean? And I kind of took that as we are afraid of who we truly can be. And we all can be what we want to be in life. You just got to go get it and go do it. And you take it from a person who is immensely talented with God-gifted abilities. But I have not used them. It took me until I was in my 30s to kind of snap out of it and go, bro, what are you doing? Or you really just gonna work these regular jobs for the rest of your life when God done blessed you with all this personality and charisma and things of that nature? So this chapter of my life would be titled as fearlessness, because I've kind of did away with the obstacles. I've always said, I just got to get out of my own way. And, and I hope that resonates with somebody else. I've always been in my own way. I've always been my biggest obstacle to get over, because I for a long time, I thought I believed in myself. I thought I was extremely confident, but I wasted a lot of time not being confident and not going for what I could have been going for. This podcast stuff, I could have been doing this in my early 20s. You know what I mean? But my mind was focused on everything else. I was distracted. I was still a little, troublemaker, for a little bit of my 20s. But, it's just, I had to put that in there, Mark. You know what I mean? But on the real, though, this title of my life will be titled as fearlessness, because I'm going to go after everything that God has blessed me with, all these talents. I'm going to go see. And if I suck, whatever, you know what I mean? But I'm addictive. I have addictive personality, man. What I lock in on, I lock in on.
Yeah.
This podcast thing, once I finally did one, it was like, this is what I'm doing. And no matter what I do, it's like with boxing. Like the moment I finally get in the ring for the first time, I'm gonna fall in love with it. You know what I mean? So, that's where I'm at now. Hopefully I get enough time with all my babble.
No, I love that. And I totally, I feel that way too. I go real hard. I go real hard on people.
Yes.
I meet people, but I would have to say the title of this chapter of my life would be Finally Finding My Groove.
Okay.
Or Finally
Ooh,
Finding
I like
her groove. I was a young mom. I went to school. Did you go to K-State?
I dropped out, but I did go. Indeed, I took the classes, but I dropped out, yes.
So I also went to K-State, small town,
Shout out to Little Apple.
First person in my immediate family to graduate high school and go to college. I partied like it was 1999 for those next 4 years. And I graduated in 2000, so literally was partying since 1999. But I, got pregnant while I was in Manhattan, while all my friends were turning 21, and I was getting ready to have a baby.
Yeah.
Tried to do it on my own, had to move back home, had to grow up. How to get an adult job, how to support my kid, how to do everything else, and eventually made my way over to Kansas City. And my main focus was getting my son to his high school graduation. Sometimes high school graduation is the biggest moment that happens in people's lives.
Yes, ma'am.
Some of them don't go to college. Some of them don't graduate college. Some of them don't get married. And so I was just like, I moved to Johnson County. I got him in every single thing that I could. I worked 2 jobs most of my life. And it was giving everything back to him. And so my son now is going to be 22 this year. He's living on his own. He's figuring out that things are a little bit tough.
Ooh, 22.
I went back to school in 2017, walked that K-State
stage
when 2019.
Yeah.
I've just consistently been doing these things and putting goals out there. I had a goal to be on a podcast this year. This is my second podcast. I had a goal to MC an event. I just did one at the hometown Olathe Family Farm over there by where you live at. Not that he lives over there.
There you go, baby. Yeah.
I'm sorry. He doesn't live over there.
I just moved.
But I just did these things, and every single time I do it, I drive home and I'm just in my car with the smile on my face. And I'm like, man, I'm finding my groove. I'm doing my thing. Every time I look at content from a day or from a week before or months before or a year before, I'm like, I look better. My confidence is better. I'm doing things. I'm out there. But at the same time, I'm cheering on people. Yes. And I'm always speaking people's names out there. I am always trying to put that good energy out there. And so in my finding of my groove, it's also like putting that good energy out there.
And y'all know me, like that is the main thing for me, especially with podcasting. I love giving great energy, right? Like when my guests sit down with me, I love that we can exchange energy because it's dope and it's important. You know what I mean? It's like I'm that dude in the middle of Walmart, you know what I mean? That'll just talk to a random person.
Me
you
too.
know what I mean? We have
God, elevators.
I'm going to talk to you.
Making people feel uncomfortable all day long.
I'm going to talk to you. Don't walk past me because I'm going to say something. I'm going to say hello. I'm going to say good morning. Big Mike, what's up, baby? See that? See what I'm saying? I can't help myself. I'm going to speak because I truly believe in, I got this one thing that I do every day, man. It may sound a little corny, y'all. I try to make somebody smile at least once a day.
I love it.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, it makes me feel good. Like, I like to make people laugh. You know what I mean? I like to do all of that. So, hey man, listen, great energy. Always, give out good energy because, that makes the whole process worth it because it's a grind. We all grinding trying to get to whatever it is you're grinding for. It could be a certain follower number. It could be a sponsorship. It could be a connection. We all grinding. We all working. Just give out good energy in the meantime because we all gonna remember the people who gave out bad energy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's for me, I'm petty in that regard. Like if you give me bad energy, I may not do it right away, but trust me, I'm gonna return the favor. You know what I mean? Because that's just who I am. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe I need to do a little growing up, but whatever. Eye for an eye with John. I don't get it past the stuff. You know what I mean? Damn that. But I do want to touch on something because you just spoke about being a young mother, right? Can you give advice to a young mother who, who's now she's found out she's pregnant, she's nervous, she's scared, she don't know what to do next. Could you give some advice to a new mother who's ready to give birth?
And the one thing is that you do know what to do. Okay. Our instincts do kick in. And I was raised by my grandparents. I didn't really have my mom in my life for, a good part of it. I saw her when I was 7, and then the next time I saw her is when I was graduating high school. But we now have a good relationship, and it was just one of those things where no matter what has happened, you know what to do. We have those instincts that kick in, and women, come on now.
Yeah.
Like, we are badasses. We know what to do. We are constantly handling and juggling and multitasking. So I think you find your people real fast. And sometimes that is an online community. We have so many resources at our fingertips where it's groups, it's mom groups, it's, you know, you look in, there's mommy yoga. There are places that are wanting to help out with financially and that sort of thing. So you find your people immediately, and you know this. You surround yourself with people that are in that same lane as you, or even better, right? What happens when you are around someone that's just a little bit better, or has hit maybe a goal that you've been trying to hit, or has been successful?
It makes me level up.
Right. And it might make you think like, dang, for just a second. That happens to me all the time. Do you know how many events I don't get invited to? Do you know how many opportunities I don't have? Do you know how many bigger organizations or brands are not working with me? For a minute, I'm like, dang, like, why don't they see me? Like, what's going on? Are they not reading my emails? But then I'm like, well, they did it. Yeah. So what do I got to do? What do I got to do that's better? And like, as a mom, you're always going to mess up. There's going to be things that are going to, I'm still learning.
Yeah, that's
I'm
right.
learning. I'm working with a 22-year-old, you know? Yeah. But I learned just a little bit more. And I know that everything that I've done was what I could do at that point in time. And I could only learn from that and get just a little bit better at this.
So basically, just don't worry. You're going to mess up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I heard that. Man, shout out to Mother's Day just passed. Yeah, y'all know John. I'm the baby of the family. I got 3 big sisters. I was raised in a house with 5 women. Y'all know John love women over I-70 podcast. So I had to ask that question because I watched my sisters be young mothers and the things they had to go through. Once again, I'm the baby of the family. And when you're the baby of the family, you just sit back and you watch everything. They don't even know you being observant, you know what I mean? But you are. So I watched, the trials and tribulations my sisters went through. So I have a soft spot in my heart for women, who get pregnant unexpectedly young, because it's a lot they go through it, man. And you excuse me for a second, man. Let me do something real quick. And you trash ass men out there that don't take care of y'all kids. Y'all know John hates you to your core, my brother. Oh yeah, John don't like you. Oh yeah, all you men out there, you just living your life. You ain't taking care of your kids. Boy, fuck you, goddamn me. You ought to be ashamed of your goddamn self. You are less than a man to me. I don't give a damn how much money you got, what job you got. If you don't take care of your kids, my brother, hey man, you less than scum to me, because it's like, that's a big thing for me, man, because this episode of I-70 Podcast is brought to you by our special sponsor, G-Town Auto Body Shop out in Belton, Missouri. Let's be honest. Nobody plans for wrecks. Nobody plans for accidents. Nobody plans for chip paint. If any of those things have transpired to your vehicle, please hit my people up over at G-Town Auto Body Shop. They will take care of you. They do great work. They don't take any shortcuts. Good quality people, good quality work. Please make sure you hit my people up. Once again, that's G-Town Auto Body Shop out in Belton, Missouri. Tell them I-70 Podcast and John sent you. Children don't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? 2 adults, or 2 teenagers, whatever, made a decision and a life was formed. Man, you don't get to just bounce out and go live your life, and because y'all don't understand what that does to a child's psychological thing.
Forever.
It's forever, man. Boys and girls need their parents, man. You know what I mean? And with young boys, when you don't got that father around, man, you grow up life questioning yourself. You know what I mean? You grow up in life wondering why he don't want me. That's a big thing that I think a lot of people don't understand. Kids,
abandonment,
man,
separation,
and it messes with you as you get older, man, because you start to think nobody really wants you around, nobody really loves you for real, and it messes with you, man. So I wanted to put that out there, man. I don't have no respect for a man that don't take care of his kids. I don't hang around men. All my friends, who I call my friends, my brothers, they know it's imperative. I will never hang around a man who don't take care of his kids, because you are a representation of me, and I don't respect you. So I literally couldn't hang around you, because I would, by the time you try to talk to me about sports, I'm like, man, why you ain't got your kids, bro?
Why aren't you at your kid's sports game right now?
Why are you not at the graduation, brother? Why are we here, getting wings? You know what I mean? Jakey Flaky. Oh, Jake is feeling amazing. Okay, what's up, Jakey Flaky? Who? What's that? That's the rich dude of the podcast right there. He got the most money, everybody. He funded all of this. All of this you see, this is Jakey Flaky. What's up, baby? What is this?
Yeah, we met. How's it go? Yeah. It's me.
What is this?
It's a drink.
Is it alcohol?
I didn't realize.
Is it Hennessy? Is it Hennessy? You don't care about me. You don't care about me. Whatever. I'm going to drink it, though. I'm going to drink it. Don't worry about it. Okay. I don't know if I want this.
You brought
Okay.
drinks from home? Oh, I was like, dang, and lids?
I drink it. That's what I said. I got you,
Oh
baby.
my God, is this 2002? We're
Yeah,
drinking Crown and
yeah,
Coke
yeah.
right
You know,
now?
he likes to say, you should have heard his playlist. You know what I mean? You ain't get a chance. He usually got the ones and twos when you come in. Now, listen, Jakey Flaky, I'm glad you came. Now, you ain't got no time to talk to Eastside, baby, because I've been waiting on you to get here. Stay with me here, Amanda. Comedy, right? We just seen the Kevin Hart roast,
Oof.
right? In comedy, right? Because you're an aspiring comedian, brother. Can you ever go too far in comedy, bro?
No,
Yeah, I asked the right person for this.
you can't.
Now,
Because
and why is
there's-
it? Please explain.
Because if you can't make fun of something, then you can't make fun of anything.
Okay.
You can't joke about something, then you probably can't joke about anything. So you know what I mean? So you have to be able to joke about everything.
Now let me push back. And then look, Amanda's a yapper, so she got a question for you too. Just go with it. You know, she took over the episode. You should have seen the shit. She was amazing. Listen, but are there certain topics, bro, that don't need to be joked about? Because we're adults.
Like lynching?
You can joke about
There you go,
everything.
baby. So
Anything
wait a
and
minute.
everything.
What about the R word? I won't say the word, but you know what I mean. Yeah, don't say it, Jake. What the fuck? 'Cause I seen you about to get ready to say it. You know what I'm talking about?
Which one?
It's certain words that, like, it's certain things, in my opinion, bro, that you just leave it alone.
Listen,
bro.
that's why there's different genres of comedy.
Okay,
There's
all right,
different
fair
comedy.
enough.
But when you watch a roast, if you've watched any roast in any roast history, they always do that.
Yeah.
No matter what. And everyone's
They want
always
to push it because any press is good press right now.
And also, I mean, every roast it's what everyone's talking about now with the roast is what they talked about with the last roast.
Yeah.
It's what they talked about with the last roast. So it's always going to be that. So you can't. There's no limit with comedy. Comedy is just comedy, and it's how you take it. It's how whatever you think's funny. You shouldn't complain or something.
Okay.
One
My
person-
question is, okay, you said
I
you
told
could
you.
say you could do whatever you want, right? You can talk about in comedy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, shit.
So you said you can talk about whatever you want or whatever you think is funny. How do you feel about people that think that certain things are funny?
Great question.
Wait, how do I feel about certain
Yeah,
people? that
like,
think
you
so
know,
funny?
a lot of them, obviously they were talking about Kevin being black and,
We used to
you
that
know,
shit, though.
all those things.
Right.
But to the extent that they went, and again, I totally agree with you because, right, we all have our forms of opinion, and in comedy,
Yeah.
that's what gets laughs or that's what gets a reaction.
Yes.
But if someone thinks that certain topics are funny over and over again, like, I don't know.
you got, Jay?
And then that gives me an avenue to be like, nah. Like, if you think
Yeah.
that's hilarious all the
But
time, I
again-
don't want to fuck with you. Sorry.
Yeah, Mark.
Again-
Yeah, Mark.
But that's to the consumers.
Right.
Because at the end of the day, turn it off.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
fair
know what I
enough.
mean?
Sure.
At the end of the
Yeah,
day,
yeah.
walk away. Anyway, it's comedy. Comedy is always going to push. Comedy is uncomfortable. Comedy is something that's the best types of to me. This is my opinion.
Yeah.
It's the best type of comedy. You have to because. And it calls out things. And a lot of times some people that think something's racist, sometimes it's calling out the hypocrisy of racism. For example, when Robert Downey Jr. did blackface, Tropic Thunder, they were making fun of
But I got the
people.
perfect response for that, though,
They made
Jake.
fun of it though.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. And I cut your wisdom. I'm sorry, Jakey Flake, but he brought up a phenomenal point I was thinking about when I had this question ready for him. For me, let me say this to comedians. If you gonna do it, Jake, make the shit funny. That's always been my thing.
But that's the thing is you don't know. It's subjective and also
come on,
whole
bro.
point. But also when you do comedy, you're always taking a risk.
Fair
It's
enough.
like Dave Chappelle said.
Yeah.
I didn't promise you it was going to be a good show. I'm like Evil Knievel.
Yeah.
You're paying to see me attempt.
Yeah, okay, all right.
That's what it is.
Uh-huh.
It's not. You're never gonna promise. I see people bomb all the time on shit. Some people bomb. Sometimes people think it's funny. It's like I said. It's what that person likes.
Yeah.
Do I think someone should be canceled or this and that because they're trying shit out.
Yeah.
It depends on, and it also depends on how they are. For like a lot of people are saying that Shane Gillis was being racist and this and that. If you go and watch his shit. A lot of his shit, he's calling out, and he's doing
I
it
can
as
agree
a
on that, 'cause
joke.
I've seen his shit,
He's
you're right.
doing it,
Yeah.
And plus, a lot of comedians that were up there, that's just like people are. Like, if you go and hang out with comedians, they all want to be. A lot of them like to be made fun of. They like pushing the boundaries. That's that. But for the audience, you don't see that.
Yeah.
So everyone's uncomfortable. That's like say for example, say you and your friend have your own sense of humor,
Yeah.
and then when other people are around it, they think, "What the."
It's too dark or something.
to your point though, and Esau wants
That's
the mic
like,
too.
but that's what it's.
I'm over here.
But that's what it's like with the comedians. They know each other, or they don't know each other. But that's just that. That's the until you're in that setting and in that vibe, then you'll understand it.
But
I'ma
if
come back to you,
someone
yeah.
keeps talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, you're like, you might be a little racist.
Yeah. Oh no, wait, look, this topic is in here for a reason, bro. Go ahead, Esau.
First of all, everybody who watched it can agree that both sides, it was like a race war up there on the stage
Yeah.
as far as jokes go. You know what I mean? Like black people making fun of the white stuff, white people making fun of the black stuff.
Yeah.
One thing that no one is thinking about, and Shane Gillis even said it in the very beginning, the producers told them to be racist.
But now that's what me and you be talking about.
Yeah.
That's why sometimes like when you would be like, hey, I'll fuck around, add this person. I'll be like, don't add just anybody.
And then the
our
other
humor
thing,
may be different.
the worst jokes that everybody was offended by.
Yeah. What's only one that everybody was really offended by?
The George Floyd one.
Yeah. From Buddy.
The-
That's the only one really.
The
Everything
terrible
else, in my
ones, though,
opinion, was
all the
crazy.
terrible ones. They run it by.
They did.
They run it by the person it's on before the show.
Yeah.
So
They
like
do.
the person that is getting made fun of
But that's his point.
with
It's comedians.
with the worst joke, like they were making fun of Cheryl's dead husband, like the kid for killing. It was crazy, and they stood on it the whole time.
But no, but listen, to y'all point though, those are comedians. Y'all not doing a show in front of just comedians though.
Right. But that's where I say it's subjective.
No, I get that part. But the point I'm trying to make is this, and I kind of agree
And
with
like
what she's
comedy
saying.
isn't made for everybody to like everything.
No,
Why
it's
is it
not.
on Netflix then?
It's for the money.
Pretty mainstream.
I'll
Yeah.
say this though, and I'll say because I agree with both sides of the spectrum on what y'all saying. But why I can say why I agree with Amanda is this: if certain things you find funny, it's all subjective though. I probably wouldn't hang around you if you find certain things just hilarious, bro.
Yeah.
The race shit, bro, we black, bro. We gonna go back and forth on that type of shit.
Yeah.
That's cool. But that's why I brought up the R word. Like if a person brings up the R word and you want to joke, I don't want to hear you joke about that, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't want to hear you joke about something being done to a child or defensive. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't think that shit is funny.
No, for sure.
And there's nothing you can say to make me go. I'm
Yeah.
gonna be like, hey, bro, what we
No,
doing?
and
So-
some of the jokes, it was like, oh shit, like that.
But that's a roast. But that is a roast.
Yeah.
That is a roast. Go ahead, Jake.
But what you said there, they're not even thinking that. They're just doing it.
But
just
you
to
have
roast.
you have a
But they're
responsibility
jo-
to think that though, gang.
not in comedy. No,
No.
That's-
Hell
you're-
no.
you're
I'm not
playing-
gonna
you're
let y'all
try-
get away with that,
you're
bro,
trying
because-
for the attempt.
No. But listen,
Okay, well, if I make a joke, I'm gonna be like, oh, it's just being a comedian. Oh.
and it's up to us to figure out if we think it's funny or not.
so look. But comedians work. They work jokes. You worked that joke for months, bro. I know that. So what I'm saying is this. I'm gonna go, bro. You worked on that joke for a month, and that's what you came up with.
Also, mind you, these are
You know
roasts.
what I'm saying? For
And these are roasts. Think about when you're having a roast with one of your friends.
I would never bring
I
up.
will
You're thinking
never
back.
have
You
a
see,
roast.
that's the
I won't
thing.
ever have a roast.
But we all got that one friend that takes it too far.
And he get his ass whooped. What do you mean?
No, but you know what I mean. Like, there's
I know
always
exactly
that
what you
friend.
mean.
George.
You talking to the person who do the ass whooping. You go too far. And, hey, bro, you going too far. Listen, and I hear what y'all saying, and this may be what's wrong with comedy at this point. I just feel like, bro, you could be funny without touching certain things, is all I'm saying. Because my thing is this. Certain things, why would that? Because I firmly believe this, bro. If something like that happens to somebody in your family, you wouldn't find it funny.
But there's so many things.
I get that,
It
but that's
is.
why certain things I'm not touching.
Yeah.
And certain things I'm not going to touch.
I really don't think anything is off the table in comedy. But like, for instance, you brought it up a second ago. The child jokes
Yes.
that they had. That no one, it makes everybody uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So like, they're throwing it out there.
That's not funny at
It's
all.
not funny
It's
at
not
all.
funny at all.
For
So why?
anything.
They're trying though, and there's some fucked up people that think that shit is funny.
Yeah, I guess
So
you're
like,
right.
it's like they're not playing. They're playing to what's going through their fucking crazy minds.
Why
'Cause
is that going through your mind, cuz?
Most comedians are fucking crazy.
But why you think listen, why are you trying to find humor in something like that is basically what I'm getting at.
It's like how the Wayne Bros say that at funerals they crack jokes because they
Funerals
find
are
they find the humor in even death.
That's
you know what
fair
I mean?
And for example, when people say that uncomfortable stuff, I've known people whose parents died, father died, immediately cracking
perfect response
jokes.
to that.
Cracking jokes. I know people that something happened to them as kids.
Yeah.
They still make fun of it and have joke. That's how people joke. someone may think that's uncomfortable, but again, that's just how they. I mean,
What happens if that person responds? Because to your point, you can't help how people respond to what you say.
exactly.
So
But
what
I mean,
happens when that person takes offense? Hey, bro, my mama died, bro. Don't joke with me. Because I'm going to
But
think,
you know what?
why would you want to joke with me
Because
about
I would
that?
be like this. First of all, didn't know that.
You didn't know what?
How would we know if a lot of times when people say this, they're like, oh, I didn't know that. Like I've made jokes about shit that's happened in my life, and then someone happened to them, and they're like, hey man, I'm like, well, how was I supposed to know? I was like, this is how I joke with it.
Yeah.
And then that's it. And then really, that's only it. If they keep it
I hear
on,
that.
then they just want to argue or fight about it. When there's really nothing, like, okay, I didn't know. You can't be mad at someone for that.
I mean,
can't
you
be upset.
can, bro,
You can,
because
if that's how that person jokes, that's how that person jokes. You can't control how someone. If you start controlling saying we shouldn't talk about this, we shouldn't joke about that, then that turns into a bigger issue. Then that turns into, well, what can we talk about this and that? Then you're quieting what people can say.
No, because my pushback on that is, and I apologize, man. I
you're
had to
fine.
get into this. For me, we adults though, Jake. It's certain things as adults, you know in your heart, you shouldn't go there, bro.
But there's probably stuff you laugh at.
Hold on, let me finish what I'm saying. You know, as an adult, it's certain things you shouldn't joke about, shouldn't play about. Now, as an adult man, if you decide to, I'm gonna just joke about it anyway because that's just who I am, you can't be mad, bro, if I respond in a way that you didn't deem.
And that's the risk.
Okay,
That's
you did
the
say, No,
risk.
you said that.
That's
No,
the
and he said that.
intent.
No, you're right. You're right. You
That's
did
the
say that, bro.
risk.
That's a fact.
Setting is everything too. Because if we're here just talking,
Yeah.
compared to if we're on a comedy stage,
Exactly.
yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. They're on a comedy stage,
Right,
they
yeah,
can say
real
what they
shit, real
want.
shit.
You know, like
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know.
How do we feel about Chris Rock and Will Smith?
What about him? On stand up?
When Chris Rock got slapped by
I
Will
told
Smith.
y'all that was two grown ass men. Chris Rock should have fucked him up.
But he got mad. He got mad and offended over the joke.
No, I'm saying, listen. Let me break this down. Chris Rock didn't respond because Chris Rock he knew Will Smith was gonna whoop his ass. That's why he didn't do nothing.
But I'm saying
He
is
made a
that
business decision like, I'm gonna just let him smack me because
Yeah,
that's
he,
my
what-
he
man.
but what
saw
you're saying-
Independence Day.
Yeah,
but
he
what
saw
you're
Independence
saying-
Day. He's like,
but
yeah,
what
I'm gonna
you're
leave that
saying
alone.
is how you were just saying, well, if you say jokes and whatever, and then someone hits them, well, the same thing happened there.
You was
Where
talking about that man's wife. I would never talk about somebody's wife. That's just me though, Jake. That's just me. I would
know.
because I believe as a man, you have a duty to defend your woman. So if a man is making your woman uncomfortable, you have a duty to, hey man, watch your mouth, bro. And if you want to be funny and keep on going, okay, now you must accept what I do. And that's the risk. So I want to say you are absolutely right in what you're saying. You know what I mean? He right. Ain't no right or wrong here, baby.
It's all subjective.
What you got, Marky?
Well,
Mark?
every level is we have to really look at it from the microscope of subjective.
Yes.
Because someone could make a joke about your sports team.
Yeah.
It's as plain as that. But someone could get entirely offended and attack that person.
Okay, that's a good point. That's a good point, Mark. That's a good point.
It could be something as
But it's a difference. You talk about my fucking sports team. You talk about
You
know.
that's
okay,
reaction.
okay, I see what you're saying.
You said earlier that it's something shouldn't be talked about. Some people believe the most minute thing shouldn't be talked about. You want to talk
that's
about
real.
hey, I accidentally hit a bird when I was driving. Oh, you don't give a fuck about animals?
Okay, fair enough. Okay, I see where you going with that, Marky
Like,
Mark.
it's
See, you should have let Mark respond, Jake. No, that was a good one. That was a good one. Okay, that was a good one. Now let's get off of that real quick, man. Real quick, you know what I mean? Because we went into some stuff real quick. What I want to ask you is this, though. Because this is I-70 podcast and, a lot of single men who still love women follow this podcast. This ain't that red pill stuff. What I want to ask you is this. Can you at least give my audience, the fellas, 3 good spots to take a woman on a first date?
Oh, God.
And look, you don't have to tell me the exact location, but give me, take her on a call, take her to coffee, take her to dinner. Give me something that men could do on a first date.
And there's so many spots. I would say a good spot is Arrow Dart Club. Have you heard
Okay,
of that?
hold on, wait a minute. Let me get my notes together. Hold on, this is for me,
So
really.
Arrow Dart Club is in the Crossroads across from Grinders. They're owned by the same people that own Cosmo Burger, Goat and Rabbit, which is also a great cocktail spot for like an after drink or maybe even a first date because cocktails are good for first dates, right? You're not into it, you drink your drink and you leave.
Yeah.
But Arrow Dart Club is think Top Golf, but for darts.
Okay.
So they created their own games. So there's like dart pong and like play off of like shoots and ladders. And it's a sleek bar inside, but it's still very sports themed. So the bar is really sexy. The drinks are really good. The food's really good. And then inside of that is a wine bar inside of the place called Sunken Cork. And so it's your wine vibe. It's your more intimate. It's like a French Quarter kind of feel to it. They have light snacks and bites. And then they have wines where they support support like kind of smaller winery owned businesses.
Yeah.
So I think that is definitely a number one. You get a 2-for-1 in that area right there.
I put it in my note, fellas. I got y'all. I got us. You know what I mean? I don't get women in here and talk about all that mess y'all be trying on other podcasts. You know what I'm saying? I want to bridge the gap. You know, look, man, I'm passionate about bringing women and male relationships back together. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Because I don't like this whole new, you know how social media is. It's nothing everybody complaining about men complaining about women, and vice versa. I'm tired of it all. We need to get back to making love again. You know what I'm saying? Having a good time, man. Taking these women on
Or
dates.
meeting people outside.
And
you know?
Yeah, for sure.
Meeting people outside. But I just went to the OSC. Have you been to the OSC yet?
No, I haven't.
The Outsider Social Club. It just opened up. It's a collaborative work environment. It's in Westport.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go there. I went and worked there yesterday. Met with DJ, the owner. I went and worked there, and it was awesome, but it was such a vibe. First of all, they had R&B music playing. I had to take off my headphones and listen to their music while I was working because it was so good. They got coffee. They also have one of the best espresso martinis that I've tasted.
Hey.
He's a chef. He knows what he's doing, but they're also having listening jams at night. They're also having game nights. I mean, I'm telling you, anywhere that you're going in the city, there is some good stuff, good dinners. Follow me. Follow a creator. Your creators in the world, your influencers right now, they are telling you where to go.
Yes.
And if you want to find out about more creators, go to my page because I'm all about the collaboration. I'm all about working with other creators, and I tag a ton of them and also share their content because they're influencing me.
Yes. And that's one thing I can say. The difference, like, and I won't say this because she's sitting right here because I've interviewed obviously other influencers and things like that. On your page, I definitely see more collaborations than, you know, majority of the people I see. You know what I mean? Because some people just collaborate with just the business that they're going to see. If you hit Amanda's page, I mean, every post, she's bigging up somebody. She's shouting out somebody. She's at some event with some dope local person that you didn't know. So that's why it's so important. And I want people to start, and you said it earlier, you spoke on it. People should start seeing the importance, bro, of content creators, of influencers to be, because it's our job to make content, you know, no matter what you do. Me as a podcaster, what I do is I like to celebrate my guests. I like to get my guests to come in and make them feel like they're a superstar, because I truly feel in our heart, we all stars in our own right. We just, you know, we haven't been seen yet. Nobody, you know, the right eyes haven't been on us. So that's what I do with my guests. Trust me, y'all, I could be out here, Amanda, doing just unintelligent episodes where I'm just reporting on mess. I'm rage baiting. I'm doing that. But I know my grind will be slower because I'm going to put out dope interviews. I like to get dope interactions. I like to get people in, talk for an hour, and, you know, have them have that experience of an in-studio podcast. You know what I mean? Because
I love that.
Yeah, man, because at the end of the day, Amanda's going to go on and do a bigger podcast. You know what I mean? Technically speaking. I mean, they don't get no bigger than our 70.
This is the biggest one I've
You know what I'm
done
saying?
so
It's
far.
the biggest one.
What?
Right? But in all honesty, though, she's going to go on and do a bigger podcast. And it's going to make me feel good. She didn't have to tell me this, but it's going to make me feel good when she go do another podcast and go, damn, John Chang did this shit a little bit better. Or damn, John Chang ain't got the followers he got, but man, or he or she got, but man, the production is on point.
You
like
should
he
not
is.
be defined by your followers. And I'm
Yes.
going to tell you anything on
Say
that.
that.
And again, for the people that have done the work and the people that are following them, I'm looking at some of these bigger content creators, even bigger podcasts, and I'm like,
Yes.
dang. And I look at numbers too, right? It's a size thing.
It's inevitable.
It's a size thing. You're like,
yeah.
oh, I don't know what size
Yeah.
is it. Look at his hands. Look at his shoes. But, you know, it's also one of those things where I love to meet people in person because I
Yes.
want to get a real feel.
Me too.
And I do appreciate you. You have made me feel like a celebrity today. You know,
See, bro, this is good.
I'm small town girl, you know, wasn't sure about myself. I have imposter syndrome all the time.
Yes.
It's diminishing and my confidence is growing, but I didn't think that I deserved to be doing something great. And that's why I've always tried to put good energy in the world, because even if it wasn't coming back to me, I was hoping to put that and make moves
Yes.
and just create that butterfly effect.
Uh-huh.
And right now, I'm getting to see it on both sides and thinking that it's coming back to me, but I'm still continuing to put it back out there. And this just helps solidify that what I'm doing is
Yes,
right
ma'am.
now.
Yes.
And the steps I'm making and the moves I'm making and the connections I'm making is right. You and I have now connected.
Yeah, and I'm be honest with you, because at this point, because like she said earlier, my dog Dennis Ortiz, he the one who alley-ooped the interview to me. He was
Yes,
like, bro,
Dennis.
yeah, man. He was like, he basically was letting me know, like, bro, this would be a good interview for you. That goes back to the connection thing. But here's the thing, though. I said yes after I went on her page because, I'll be honest with you, I'm at a point in time in my podcast journey.
You being choosy?
Yeah, and it feel good, Amanda, because when I started, I couldn't be choosy.
Right.
I just had to get everybody in, and that's when I don't deal with the ghosting as much as I used to. I have, honestly, if I keep it real, I haven't had anybody do that in a good little amount of time. You know what I mean? That was more so year 1 and 2. It was happening all the time. And I'm not saying it don't happen, but I haven't dealt with it in a minute, bro. But what I want to say is when I got onto your social media, that's when I made my decision because I'm like, hell yeah, because I know, and this is before I knew you talked a lot. I didn't know you talked a lot till you got in, which I was like, good. So it's I get to be choosy now, right? I can say no now because for a long time I couldn't. I just had to get it out there. And I'm trying to get individuals now, y'all, who really doing the work. Because Amanda knows this. Every content creator knows this. It's oversaturated. It's a lot of people in this social media content creation game, podcast game, that are not, one, they're not genuine. 2, they just putting out stuff just to put it out for, for clicks and likes or whatever. But it's oversaturated, and it's very refreshing being in front of somebody and connecting with somebody who's actually putting in the work, because it comes back full circle. This woman gonna keep on going up. I'm gonna keep on going up, and we're gonna meet at the top.
We're gonna high five.
Come on, give me some, man, baby. God damn it. Yeah. Now, Mark, before we get up out of here, baby, you know I ain't forgot about you. NFL schedule just dropped. Okay, did you check out the Cowboys schedule for this season, baby? How y'all looking?
You're a Cowboys fan?
Cowboys fan.
Listen, I'm going to tell you this. I was a Cowboys fan, so I'm from Southwest Kansas. We did not fuck with the Chiefs a bunch. We were Denver fans. We were Cowboys fans. I got a lot of I'm Mexican. I got family in Texas.
Yeah.
And we were Raiders fans.
Oh, damn.
So Cowboys, Emmitt Smith, Troy Aikman era, like Deion Sanders. That was me. Me and my 5th grade boyfriend. We love the Cowboys. Okay.
You make him happy, man. Fuck him and his team.
I don't like the Cowboys anymore. Just to
Why
let
you
you know.
switch up? Hold on, Mark, before you go. Let me find out.
I
why
was
she's
in
a traitor.
5th grade. My boyfriend liked them.
All right.
Okay.
So what did you switch? You got to high school?
Then I dated a Raiders fan.
Yeah, that's what did it.
Damn.
That's what did it. Damn you.
John Gruden. I was in love.
Hey, so Mark, how do you feel about your schedule, baby? How y'all looking?
We're top 10, I think, in
Toughest
toughest
schedules?
Yeah. Yeah. So we could, we still have, a top 5 offense in.
For sure. Indeed.
So it's really just our defense come together. We can rock out of there at least 12-5, 11-6. I mean, we could definitely make the playoffs, win the division for sure. So we got good standings.
I'm be honest with you, man. I looked at our schedule. We have one of the easiest
schedules. Yeah.
But Mark, we fuck around, start out 0-5.
Who's
bro.
your team?
I'm a Colts fan, Indianapolis Colts fan.
Okay.
We might start out 0-5, bro. Yeah, I mean, we got the Ravens first game, the Chiefs right after that.
Yeah.
We got Washington, and we got somebody else. But bro, if we don't get our shit, bro, we can start out 0-5, bro. But the second half of the season obviously gets better. But boy, I'm nervous. Yeah. It doesn't look. I'm still messed up from last NFL season. So y'all may not hear me talk about football too much until I see how we doing, man. Because last year was hard for me, Mark. I still haven't recovered from all of that, bro. My feelings are still a little hurt. You know what I mean? Amanda, don't say nothing because I feel like you over there brewing up a comment. You know what I mean? Remember what we just talked about the
I
jokes?
just think it's so funny. I just think it's so funny how everybody just has all of these like predictions and it's going to be tough. Man, nobody knows shit about what's going to happen.
Yes, we do.
Nobody knows shit.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, the day before something could happen to a player. The day of the game something could happen. Who's going to want it more?
Yeah.
Like, there's just so many conditions that happen to it.
Yeah.
It's just funny, but I mean, obviously we're passionate. We're a big sports town anyway.
For sure.
And I love to hear. And I love that you love the Cowboys. It makes me like just, want to give you something nice.
Hey, man, we play y'all this year.
Yeah.
Shut up,
game.
when?
Yeah, the Colts play. Yeah.
Okay.
Like the 7th game.
Huh?
Like the 7th game of the season.
Who is Prescott still the?
Yeah, he is still.
Okay.
quarterback.
All right. And is Jerry Jones still alive?
Yeah.
he is.
Boy, Jerry's still
Damn,
kicking, ain't
dude.
it? What, Jerry, about 90 now?
He's in
So
his
which
80s.
game are the Dallas cheerleaders like stepping in for the actual players to play for you guys?
Oh, man.
Listen, they're good.
But wait a minute, hold on now, Amanda. You're a Chiefs fan, though, right?
Yes, I'm
gonna be honest with y'all. Listen, Chiefs Nation. Look, I'm gonna say this, Mario. This wasn't even gonna be said. Chiefs Nation, relax. Y'all had y'all turn when y'all was the shit. Couldn't nobody say nothing to y'all. Y'all was winning. Y'all was in every Super Bowl. Times have changed, y'all. It's okay. You know what I mean? Humble yourselves. Come back down to reality with the rest of us.
I agree.
With the rest of the NFL. It's okay, baby. Yeah, listen, every team, we've all had our run. Well, he's a Cowboys fan, so he didn't really get to see his team win just yet.
Oh yeah, because how old are you?
I'm 27.
Day one. Just don't tell
damn.
them.
Okay, one something significant, but I mean we've still had
Bro,
winning seasons. Don't give me it ain't like we've been bottom
Mark,
tier.
you have
Come
not
on.
seen your team win the Super Bowl. Is all I'm saying. Don't start, bro. It's okay.
Hey, everyone hates Dak Prescott, but
I
in
don't
all
hate him. I love him.
I'm saying that a
I
lot of
kind of
people
like
do.
him as a person.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like in terms of the league, this is a hot take, but
Yes.
he is no different than Lamar.
Fair enough. No, fair
He
enough.
is-
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
He is-
yeah.
Lamar,
A lot of stats, no
Lamar,
winning.
hey, MVPs in the end
Yeah.
don't mean
Don't,
shit.
That's a fact. That's real. I'll give you that. Because for a while, though, I was hard. I was easy on Lamar, but now it's like, bro, hey, I
Lamar
can't
ain't
be.
done nothing. I think
ain't
this
done nothing.
might be his last year as a Raven. If he does not perform,
Who they gonna get? You can't replace Lamar though, bro.
I'm just saying, like, hey, replace Lamar. Lamar may want to leave.
True.
True.
He's
True. That's true.
he's
That go
on
back
his
to the
last year's
point. You never
contract.
know shit.
He's on his last
You
year's
don't
contract.
know.
You never know. But that's what. Listen, that's the beauty of the NFL,
And it's exciting.
That's what makes it exciting. We never know. Everybody think our team gonna win. We all listen. Every NFL fan is delusional. Let's just put that out there. This is not basketball. This is not baseball where we got 150 games, 89 games. We got 18 games, 17 games to make this shit work. We're all delusional. Everybody think we got a chance this year. Hell, Chiefs Nation, y'all know y'all think y'all win the Super Bowl this year. Y'all got a new running back, buddy from the Seahawks. I don't know how the hell that happened. You know what I mean? So yeah, I know Chiefs fans, y'all want y'all to get back, and I'm here for it. Because the city ain't fun when y'all not winning, Chiefs. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. During football season, when the Chiefs not winning, it's not fun like it used to be. When I first moved up here, oh my God. Every Sunday I was let me chill out. Listen,
But they still come back, the fans, just like Cowboys fans. I mean,
Yes.
Cowboys fans go hard,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
Cowboys, Texas loves Cowboys. I mean, you guys are a whole different personality. But Kansas City is a sports town.
Yes.
And they got a taste, just like anybody else.
For
right?
sure. No, for
they
sure.
got a taste, and now everybody's like, oh my
There you
God, hey, you got any of that?
yeah, and they're winning.
They're spoiled. I seen them go to. You hear at Chiefs games when they're losing, you hear boos. They still boo.
Dude, and it could be for 1 minute. Like, Mahomes could have a bad game, and they're like, I don't even know about him no more. I don't know. And I'm like, what about all those damn games? It's like
Fucking
everybody
spoiled.
just has like, yes. I feel that way about a lot of things. People want to fire people
Yes.
immediately. And I'm like, they wanted to fire Andy Reid. I'm like, what are you guys like talking about? And this is the thing. This is because we like instant satisfaction
Yes,
and
ma'am.
instant gratification. And when someone doesn't do something the way that you want, when you don't get your Amazon package in 2 days, when you don't get the right grapes that you decided to do some sort of grocery order for,
Yeah.
everybody gets upset and they're like, fire them, put them out of there. But else, I mean, listen, ups and downs, right? So there's got to be a loser and a winner in every situation.
Yes, ma'am.
Except for when it comes to grapes.
Yeah. What are
Give
you?
me-
Are you a green grapes or?
Green grapes.
I mean, we're on the same page, man. What
Cotton
about you,
candy
Mark?
grapes?
Yeah. My grandma spoiled me. You know what I mean? R.I.P. my grandma. What type of grapes are you, Mark?
I'm a green.
Oh, good. Well,
I don't like purple. Purple's still got the stems in it most of the time.
I don't
Or like the
them.
seeds?
Yeah,
Like
good.
sometimes you can get seedless.
I don't like that.
You know what's
What
crazy?
about the combo? You go to Trader Joe's, it's
Nah.
got the combo together.
Really?
You can eat them together.
You know,
know
I'm a
what?
Sam's Club guy. You know what I mean?
You know what I like?
Talk
I
to
like
me.
frozen grapes.
Yep.
You know what? I
Yeah.
used to like them when I was a kid. I'm not gonna lie. I used to love frozen grapes when I was a kid. I stopped liking them. Shit was too cold. I was getting brain freezes and shit like that. I was trying to eat them too
Since
fast.
it's-
Okay,
teeth.
question. What
Not
is
real.
your favorite fruit to eat a green grape with in the same bite?
Oh, that's a great question.
Strawberry.
I was about to say, like, there's only a handful, like those little fruit salads. It's like
I like
grapes.
I like a sweet ass
Watermelon
orange. I'm not
and-
gonna lie.
Together.
Yeah, I like a sweet ass orange. I like sweet fruit, like the shit that damn near tastes like candy. You know what I mean? I love so them cutie oranges, the little small ones.
Yeah.
Mark, I will sit down and bang out about 10 of them motherfuckers, bro. It get bad, bro. Oh, it
So
get
it's just
bad.
one orange.
It-
One big orange. It turns into one big orange.
Man, tell you, listen, it get bad, y'all. You know what I mean? Now listen, man, before I get you out of here, because we went all over the place. This is my
I
favorite type of
know,
episode.
I'm sorry.
No, and listen. Like I said earlier, I want to thank you, Amanda, because these are the type of interviews that I want to do. I wish every guest was like Amanda. You know what I mean? Where sometimes I can just sit back and damn near close the laptop, like, yeah, take over the show. Talk about
I'm
some
like,
shit
where'd
you-
he go? Did he go to the bathroom?
Yeah, man, because it makes it, and you know this with your collaborations. It's so refreshing when that other person reciprocates that energy.
Right.
When they reciprocate the collab invite, because I go through this as a podcast. Some people don't accept the invite. You know what I mean? We'll put out reels and they won't accept the invite because it's not aesthetically pleasing to their page and whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I get all that nonsense, but it's so refreshing being around somebody who knows what we say, who understands the assignment. right? It's just a dope feeling, man. It makes our job so much easier. I felt like I didn't have to walk this woman through the episode. I didn't have to pull her along. Hell, there was segments where she took over.
I might have held back even just a little bit too.
Oh, God damn it. But before I get you up out of here, is there anything, one thing I always like to do, I always like to give a person a moment just to speak passionately about something. Is there anything that, you want to give to the world? It could be a piece of advice. It could be just any tips, whatever. Just, is there any message you want to give to the world before I let you go?
In order to build community, you have to say yes. That is yes to the event. That is yes to supporting your friends. That is yes to buying a ticket. You can't build that community, especially when it comes to interest.
Yes.
And I'm going to tell everybody, no matter what you're doing, if that's content, that's podcasting, that's starting a hiking group, you have to network. You have to network, which also means saying yes, right? There are some events that I go to where I'm like, I remember the first time I went to Coffee and Cameras. I don't know if you ever heard of that. Frank Monk, he's absolutely amazing out there doing work. He puts on this Coffee and Cameras, and all these people that are photographers that work with different types of cameras, they all come together in a place.
Yes.
He sometimes teaches them like, hey, if you're photographing movement, if you're photographing people, this is what you do. But all these people come together. I am not a photographer.
Right.
But I went to it, and now I absolutely love Frank. I've met some amazing photographers, and I've been to some really cool venues. And in that way, I networked with people I would have never networked with. Going to different cultures, going to different places. Come on, guys. You guys know how many amazing businesses are over on Troost in that area? Up north, south, even you guys on the Missouri side, come over to Kansas. We're getting some pretty good spots over there too.
Thank you, but don't tell them too soon. Let us enjoy it first, baby. Don't tell them.
I mean, Third Street Social just opened in downtown Olathe. Like, that's absolutely amazing.
Sure. I may swing by there.
You got to say yes, and you got to network. And listen, you got to be who you are in person and what you are advertising to other people. Because if you're not being nice and treating people the way that you are, it's going to come back around. It's going to come back around.
And and before we get up, she said so much real stuff, but just the last part, it's gonna come back around, man. Like, us genuine individuals who are genuinely just trying to do good content and put out good energy, we remember the individuals who didn't reciprocate or acted away. And we may not say it publicly, but it comes back on you, because sooner or later you're gonna need us again. Let's just keep it real. Sooner or later you're gonna need us for a shout out or an episode. It happens to me all the time.
Right.
There's individuals who do me dirty, do bad business, and then they'll see a certain, let's say, like, they'll see you. And they'll be like, that validates, oh man, maybe I should have hit him up. Hey man, I was wondering if I could, nah, brother, I'm booked up. I'll holler at you and I'll holler at you, Peppin.
Right.
So hey man, good energy, man. I believe that's what's gonna make the world better. Right. I believe we got so much stuff out here as humans that's distracting us, that's dividing us, man. It's just good energy. That's all we truly need. Just a bunch of people who don't got no ill intent in their heart, who want to see everybody do well, who want to do well. I'm not hating on nobody. I'm not talking down on nobody, because I'm on my journey and I want you to be on yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to meet you. What me and a man to say, I want a high five at the top.
Yes. I
wanna
want to
get to the
see
top.
you
I
and
wanna
be
see you
happy.
there.
Yeah.
Because I'm John gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to look back and be like, God damn, look at my dog about 50 steps down. You should have been up here with me. So, I appreciate that. Now listen, before I get up out of here, I want to give a message to my little homeboy at work. Marky Mark, he was confiding in me. He's like, big bro, I need to holler at you. I'm like, what you need to talk to me about? He's like, bro, I just feel a little lost. You know what I mean? He's like, I got stuff I want to do in life. He was like, but I got 5 kids. And I just told him, Mark, your life is over. Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you, young man.
5?
5 kids at 21, your life is over. Yeah, listen, go to work. Okay, he was talking about quitting his job, brother. Get your ass to work. Okay. First of all, go get you some more money. Go get them certificates. Go get a forklift certification. CDL, you need you some money, young brother. And I said this to him, so he ain't gonna be shocked when he's at work. He's probably like, damn, John, listen, your life is over, my brother. You are a father now. A father. You got 5 kids, my brother. And you still a kid. I mean, get you some money, man. It's all good, bro. You know what I mean? Because, Marky Mark, everybody try to be like John. Everybody can't be like John, man. God bless me to get to this age, no kids, no wife. I get lonely at times, Mark. I be wanting kids. I be seeing all the fathers out there doing cute shit with their kids. You know what I mean? Pushing the stroller. They at the field, little catch with the kids. Those are the moments I miss out on, man. But, I can't be out here just, I can't be out here being like that. You know what I'm saying? Marky Mark, how we doing, baby? Good. Oh, You know, man, this is only supposed to be an hour, baby. I blame you for being 122.
Oh, 122. Okay, I just want to say at the end, follow your content creators,
Yes.
especially for everything that's going on in the city, you guys. I mean, we're talking restaurants. I do fitness, fashion, food, events, fun, drinks, anything
yeah.
that's going on. I'm even a mocktail girly. You know, 30% of the time I'm probably doing a mocktail. I'm doing a campaign right now called Let's Move KC, baby. And like, I just am going to different fitness studios,
Yes.
different workouts, the wellness community and events that are going on is absolutely amazing. I'm at Bold and Mexi KC. And I also just want to give my final applause to John over here. It was a great interview. I appreciate him having me on because, you know, everybody starts somewhere, everybody gets an opportunity, and I appreciate you letting me come on and chat with you.
Thank you, man. Listen, this is the I-70 podcast. Make sure you follow her on all socials. You know what I'm saying? We got to, listen, it's getting big out here in KC. You going to need somebody to be your guide. Who better than the B-roll queen? You know what I'm saying? Get down with her, man. You know
And
what
I got some bad dance moves with that too.
It's
you know?
yeah, you know what I mean?
I'm a millennial. I got some snaps.
Yeah, good look. That's all it is. A little snap. You know what I mean? Now, it's been another amazing episode of I-70 Podcast, right? Make sure you like, subscribe, share, hit the notification button, man. Tap into what I got going on. This is the I-70 Podcast where we bring the world together one episode at a time. And we out.